to Shelby U.
I'm Shelby M Intro, as you see. Sports is what I do. I'm really involved in sports. I play 5 different sports: hockey, football, basketball, baseball, and I run track. Funny thing about my name is it gets me in trouble sometimes. Well, not like in trouble, but in odd situations. A long time ago, me and Erica got really close. We were hanging out all summer, and I actually had a guy add me on Facebook because I had her in my profile picture, thinking Shelby was her. Guy started hitting on me, all that stuff. Ended up clearing that situation up. Right afterwards, he ended up deleting me. Kind of awkward for that. Next. Where it all started, this was down in Ann Arbor. A long time ago, before my dad died. He died when I was 2 of cancer. He actually went through chemo and actually kept all of his hair. So I'm really happy that I will keep all my hair for the rest of my life. My brother's not as lucky because he's got thin hair like my mom. It's my brother, me, and my dad. The only thing that really bothered me about this picture was I noticed that the cushions
were backwards.
And I never figured out why.
Yeah.
Next. This was the first hockey team I had that actually, like, everyone was good together. There was no, like, guys that were total, like, dicks and stuff like that. It was just everyone. We had 2 goalies. Kaylee Ryder was one, and that was one of our district games that we won. Next. This was actually before or after the same game. We ended up taking the entire district. We played it in Ice Mountain. Yeah.
Sure it's not a beer? Yes, you were actually there?
Yeah.
Okay, just check.
Next. A few years ago, it was freshman year.
Oh, God.
It was back when Yuka was here. We ended up to go to districts and eventually into the state tournament and stuff like that. We did a fundraiser at 7-Eleven by, where was it? By the Subway, right by Red Lobster. And we had discounted gas. We had the entire hockey team, some of the families and stuff. We just had a jolly old time running around with signs, pumping gas for people, and taking goofy pictures like that. Next. This was actually that season.
Look at his hair. No, that's his brother.
Okay, yeah. This was after the district final game. We did it in Grand Rapids. We had a really good season. This was by far the greatest hockey team I've ever been on. We didn't have, like, it was even better than the first team. Like, everyone, like, half the people on the team were brothers, and we had twins that were from Detroit area. They made just everything so much better. We had Derek is possibly the most disgusting, weird person you'll meet. His dad, you know Sheriff Machewski?
Who? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's his son.
Okay.
And the first time I ever met Derek was just beyond awkward. Walked in the locker room, butt-ass naked.
You or him?
Him.
Okay.
He's hanging upside down from the pipes to the ceiling. Yeah. It was just...
Thank you for sharing.
It was very eye-opening. I didn't mean like I'm weird. Like, it was just like, wow, okay, this is what I get for the rest of the season. Next. This was at the Canes Classic rink. It was, it's actually an old abandoned rink that we go up to every year in the Sioux. They don't have any Zambonis or anything like that. Just they throw some water on, wait for it to freeze. And every time it gets all goofed up, we use these. They're little metal plates, and we have to skate around and push to clean up all the ice. So we did that, and we just had, I think we had 20 families up there at this point. And just every year we go up, visit it, go play a little bit, get some of the hockey parents involved and stuff. Next.
Is that Aaron Moore off to the left? You play on his team?
Yep.
Okay.
Next. This is some of my family from Ann Arbor. We actually have my sister, which is over here in between me and my brother, or my brother and I, sorry.
Good call, you caught it.
Kip, Tanya's friend, her brother, and then his wife. It was up in Mackinac City, it was just on the outskirts. They have this tiny little, they call it a house, I call it a barn. Could have went either way, but we stayed up there for a weekend, ended up going fishing. If you can't tell, my hair, you can't really see it in this picture, but it was all twisted. I was supposed to get dreadlocks at that point, but they had, instead of doing the beeswax type, they took rubber bands, curled it up, and then put them in my hair to do that. Yeah, it was really painful.
I guess that can't feel good.
Yeah, we ended up taking them out that night because I couldn't deal with it because it was pulling on all my hair all the way around my head. Next. This is my room. You can't really see. It's very dark. It's just black with red stripes. It was actually my brother's room at first, but I got kicked out of my room, aka the basement, which I really liked because it was big, cold, and my brother just complained and complained and complained. My mom eventually came to me talking about it, and she threatened to take away my car and my gas money just so he would stop complaining and I would take it.
Oh.
It's actually kind of messy. I don't play guitar, it's my brother's. This right here is actually one of the inspiration papers that I forgot in my locker that I was going to give to Whitney because she's such a good friend, and we used to we used to be really good friends, and I was there for her when her dad passed away, even though, like, just because I know how it feels to not have a dad anymore. Next. There's my closet. All the pictures in this, it took way too long just to try and get these pictures because on my phone, it doesn't really zoom back that far.
Oh.
So the other two were actually taken from the top corners of my room, standing on beds and chairs. I fell off. I wish I knew it was interesting, to say the least. Oh, wait, go back. Just for John, I had to get my nunchucks in there for him. Alright, next. I don't even remember when this picture is from.
I want to squeeze those cheeks, man. Look at those cheeks.
Both my brother and myself decided that we were going to have frosted tips. I don't know why we thought it was cool, but we did. We both wore stuff with dragons all over them. Next one's my brother doing the exact same thing. His is actually starting to fade because it didn't really work that well. Next. One high point in my life was actually this, because we ended up that season we went 46, 4, and 2. And we made it to the semifinal game, lost to Alabama, which then the next year went to a AAA team, which is all 18 and 19-year-olds. We lost to them by 2 because my dipshit of a brother decided to get into a fight in the end, and we were down a man, and they ended up scoring. So that wasn't very fun, but the team they played in the finals, we beat earlier in the season, and they beat them by 6. So we figured we should have been in the final game. It would have been nice, but it happens.
I would love to see his head in a helmet just to see what it looks like.
It just folds back.
Does it? So you can't really tell. Okay.
Low point of my life. I actually, if you guys didn't know this, which most people don't, a long time ago I fell in with the wrong crowd, and yeah, your eyes open, I get that, it happens, but I fell in with the wrong crowd, and it was about a year, I actually started smoking a little bit and drinking, and I hate telling people about it, but it's part of me. I learned from it. I'm better now.
What's the symbolism there? I'm looking.
It's the above the influence thing.
Okay, I got it.
Next. Another high point in my life was actually a few weeks ago. I got told that I'm just like my dad, and everyone loved my dad. He was a mechanic when he was alive. Just, I mean, if you couldn't get a payment in, he'd work with you on it, stuff like that. He was just a guy that everyone loved. Next. And actually, I put, and now we wait because all we have left is to just see what comes in the future. And I hope everything just keeps going up. That's it.
So do we. Good luck, good luck, good luck.